Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through interesting sources, pull out those key insights, the things that really help you get a better handle on stuff. Today, we're looking at this document called Blueprint for an Unstoppable Man, 10 Rules for Life. Pretty bold title. It claims to map out how to go from, well, average to unstoppable. And it kicks off with this line that really makes you think, most men drift, a few rise, then boom, it gives the answer. The difference. Discipline plus purpose plus execution. So that's our goal today. Let's unpack that. See how these ideas could actually, change how you operate day to day.
Yeah, that drifting versus rising idea. It definitely resonates, doesn't it? And what's cool about this blueprint, I think, isn't just the big ideas. It feels really practical, like less philosophy, more a how-to guide for living with intention. We're going to dig into those actionable bits, things you can actually use, moving from just knowing to actually doing.
Right. So let's start with that core foundation they talk about. Discipline, purpose, execution. The blueprint makes it super clear these aren't separate things. They're the bedrock for all 10 rules.
Exactly. It's not like you focus on one, then the next. They're all woven together. Think of it like discipline is the engine, purpose is the GPS, and execution is actually driving the car. You need all three working together. That's where the real power comes from, this kind of integrated system.
Okay, let's get into the first rule then. Rule number 1, master yourself before you master the world.
Yeah.
The source is really direct here. No self-control, no real control. It mentions waking up with purpose, cutting out distractions, owning your day, and I like this phrase it uses, winning small battles every single day. That feels manageable somehow.
It really does. And the crucial thing here is realizing how much your internal state, your mindset, actually shapes your external reality. It's not just, positive thinking. It's more about deliberate choice, how you respond to things, how you manage your focus. When you lead yourself well, it naturally influences how you interact with everything else. It's fundamental.
Makes total sense. So you start with internal control, and then rule number 2 jumps straight to the physical. Build an iron body and a sharp mind. Wow, they don't mince words. Train like your life depends on it, because it does. Then that direct link. Strong body, strong mind, unstoppable man.
Yeah, and this link is so critical, but often, I think, overlooked. An iron body isn't just about looking good. It's about physical health fueling your brain. Exercise, good nutrition, sleep, they literally change your brain chemistry. Better blood flow, new brain cells, balanced neurotransmitters. It all impacts focus, mood, resilience. You can't really separate them. Neglect one, and the other suffers. Consistency here builds that unshakable foundation they talk about.
Okay, so internal mastery, physical strength. Rule 3 brings in direction. Live by a mission. The warning is pretty stark. Without a clear mission, you're just wandering. And the advice is practical. Write it down. Break it into 90-day goals. Execute relentlessly.
This is where purpose gets tangible. A mission isn't just some vague dream. It acts like a strategic filter for your decisions. Does this opportunity align? Does this distraction pull me away? It helps you focus your energy on what actually matters, ignore the noise, and breaking it down into those 90-day chunks, that turns the big idea into something you can actively work on right now. Makes it real.
That filter idea is powerful. Okay, rule number 4. I think this one hits close to home for a lot of us. Upgrade your circle. The blueprint says flat out, your friends are your future. It pushes you to surround yourself with winners and maybe the harder part to cut the anchors.
Yeah. It's about that concept of social contagion, right? Energy is contagious. You absorb the attitudes, the ambitions, the habits of the people you spend time with. So you've got to be intentional. Are you catching energy that lifts you up? Seeking out mentors who challenge you, peers who push you? And yeah, dealing with the anchors, those relationships that drain you or hold you back, it's tough, but necessary for growth, according to this. It's about protecting your trajectory.
Speaking of trajectory and resources, Rule 5 gets very practical. Be financially ruthless. Specific advice. Track every petrodollar. Invest in assets, not toys. It frames money as a tool for freedom, not just status. Why is this one so hard for people, you think?
That's a really good question. I think a lot of it is emotional, right? We're wired for that instant gratification, the toy. But this blueprint pushes for a different view. Money is fuel for future options. Being ruthless here means making conscious choices, delaying gratification sometimes. It's about seeing money build security, build freedom, which then frees up mental space to focus on that mission we talked about. It compounds.
Delayed gratification. Always a tough one. Okay, Rule 6 is interesting, maybe a bit countercultural. Speak less, mean more. Don't waste words. Speak with impact. It notes the quiet man with purpose always commands respect. Kind of powerful in a noisy world.
It really is. It champions listening, like active listening, as a strength. When you speak less, you actually hear more, understand more deeply. Then when you do speak, your words have more weight because they're considered. It's impact over volume. People lean in when they know you don't just talk to fill space. You speak deliberately.
Make every word count. I like that. Now, rule 7, this one might require some deep breaths. Seek discomfort daily. The source is blunt. Growth doesn't happen in comfort, the challenge. Do one thing every day that scares you. What's the real payoff for intentionally being uncomfortable?
Well, the payoff is resilience, fundamentally. Discomfort is where you forge strength. It's not about pain for pain's sake. It's about pushing your boundaries. Every time you do something that feels hard or scary, a tough conversation, learning something new, a physical challenge, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're expanding your capacity.
Right.
It makes you more adaptable, less afraid of challenges, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how you unlock more potential, really.
Okay, reframing discomfort as a tool. Got it.
Yeah.
Rule 8 feels incredibly relevant today. Protect your energy like gold.
Mm-hmm.
Guard your time, focus, peace. And it warns about energy vampires. We all know those, right?
Oh, yeah. Your energy, mental, physical, emotional, it's your absolute prime resource. It's finite. You have to be strategic about how you spend it and how you recharge it. This means saying no sometimes, prioritizing rest, setting boundaries with things or even people that consistently drain you without giving back. Recognizing those vampires. It's not selfish. It's essential self-management if you want to sustain high performance and, well, stay sane.
So important. Okay, almost there. Number 9, lead with integrity. Super clear directives here. If you say it, do it, period. And this powerful line, your word is your legacy. Cyrus, in a world that sometimes seems to reward cutting corners, how does integrity actually build more influence?
Because trust is the ultimate currency, especially long-term. Integrity, that consistency between your words and actions, builds that trust. When people know they can rely on your word, that you show up authentically, keep your promises, that builds incredible social capital. Opportunities come to you. People want to follow you. It's not just about being good. It's about being effective. Your character becomes your reputation in action that has ripples.
Trust capital. Powerful concept. And finally, rule number 10, the capstone. Never stop leveling up. Keep stacking skills, experiences, challenges, and the warning. Complacency is the enemy of greatness. This really wraps it all up.
It absolutely does. It's about embracing lifelong learning, staying curious, staying hungry. The world changes. You need to adapt and grow too. Every new level you reach, whether in skill or understanding, requires a slightly different, slightly better version of you. It's not a destination you arrive at. It's a continuous process. True unstoppability isn't about being static. It's about constant growth, constant evolution.
What a comprehensive blueprint. 10 rules, all interconnected, driving towards that unstoppable state. But thankfully, they give us a practical starting point. The action step is key. Don't try to master all 10 at once. Pick 3 rules and live them for 90 days. Once they're a habit, add more.
And that's just smart psychology, isn't it? We know habit change works best incrementally. Small, consistent wins build momentum. Trying to overhaul everything at once, that just leads to burnout. So pick 3, focus, make them stick, then build from there. It's a sustainable approach.
So this whole deep dive, it really lays out a path. It shows transformation isn't some mystical thing. It's about consistent, deliberate choices and actions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It brings it back to that core message. You're not waiting for your best life. You're building it. The power, the responsibility, it's yours.
Which leaves us with a question for you listening. Reflecting on this, what small battle will you choose to win today? Or maybe, what one uncomfortable thing will you lean into, knowing each step builds towards that unstoppable you?